So next one, how to implement it a smart factory. I will spend a little bit more time on these slides because I think it's very important, and this is one of the major idea I would like to share with you guys is after talking to quite a lot of factories, they all tell me they want smart factories, but they are in different stages and they want to know where they are, how they can do, what's the ultimate goal they can achieve in the end. And most of them have no idea where they are. So after talking to all of these customers, then I come up with these 5 steps to give you guys a guide. Let's see how you can evaluate where you are or where your factory is and how far away you're from your smart factory. So there are 5 stages from top to bottom. I will see if you want a smart factory, these 5 steps are something you must go through. So the stage 1 is called rationalizations. So in this way, we're talking about making all the things make sense, including your operations, your workflows, or even your business flows, maybe your design flows, all of these basic day-to-day jobs, are they making sense? Are they rationalized enough? Believe me, not all the factory has overcome this stage, because when I'm talking to someone, the only reason they survive is just because they are the only cable factory in that areas. They are the only supplier in that area, so that's why they survive. And due to the low entry level of the cable industry, so if you're being in that position, you can make money, your factory can survive, but it's not efficient. And you may not even making things make sense for all of this. So the first step is rationalization. I bet all of you guys joining us today have already overcome this. You have your SOP, standard of procedures. You have all your standard templates. Everything is in a right business flow. So that's the first thing. Is correct. And the next stage is called standardizations. So that one is a next step if we're talking about compare with rationalization. So you got everything doing in the right way, then you're thinking about doing it in a standard way. So we're doing this because if the new people coming in, we give them a guide. So this is something you follow and they can follow. So that making everything standard. So when you're doing things, you know what's happening, what's next, and it's good for them to start quickly, and it will make your consistency of the whole factory much, much better. And the reason why we're doing it for smart factory, because when we're talking about smart factory, we are trying to use automated robotics. We are talking about using softwares. We are talking about using all the advanced technologies, which is not all non-human being activities. And all of this, we need to standardize our flows, our operations, our way of designs, way to doing things. Then we can have those, put them into logic. Standardization here means logic. So we need to make everything logic. Then we can put logic into the system, software or robotics. Otherwise, if we're doing things not logic, the software or the computers or the robotics, they cannot help us. So next stage is standardization. And some of people stop here. For example, if we see talking about cable designs, and some factory is using PDM, so cable design software, to creating their designs, to generating specs, quotations to their customer. Some people using Excels. So if they're using Excel, you must have a standard template. So I will see if you're using, for example, Excel to creating your new designs, generating quotations, calculating BOMs, then you'll probably stay at the standardization for your design department. But if you are using a cable design software, which means you are on the next stage, which is digitalization. And now we're talking about what is digitalization. Because you have everything standard, then you can put all your works upload them into a system, no matter its planning, its warehouse, its design, its manufacturing. So for each different department, you have your system help you to doing things better, quicker, less error, more accurate, all of this. So for this step, when you start using system, ERP, PDM, MES, quality control, advanced planning, all of this, then we're talking about you are in the position of stage 3, which is digitalization. So after digitalizations, you're running everything in your software. So you don't need any paper. You don't need any paper to release the production orders. You don't release paper to your customers. Everything is on digital. Then we can talking about using this system to communicate with your automation machines or robotics arms or VGAs, because if you want to do fully automated factories, you must have your system and let the system talking to your computer rather than you talking to your computer. If you're talking to your computer, then you cannot running all the time. But if you're using a software to support all your business and your software is talking to your shop floor machines, then that time we can say, okay, everything is automated. And very rare factories achieve this stage. And I think there's a reason behind it, because we don't have too many successful cases on here. Automation factories are not tailored their solutions to cable industries. I think that's why, well, not many people in this, but I think we can still, but I know a lot of factory is working very hard on this stage. So digitalization, automation. So after that, you put everything on software, or your business on your software. You put all your process, your operation, manufacturer on your shop floor with machines, which we call automation. Then the last step is using the data generated by your robotics, by your software to do some certifications using machine learning, AI. And later I will give you some, the last bit of this webinar is give you some examples how I see people using these technologies to solving their business issues. So that's the 5 stages. It's very important. So you can use this 5 stage to put your factories into this matrix, see where you are and how far you can do to achieve your smart factory goals. So that is the 5 steps of implementing a smart factory.